I had relations with a pig. That's called porking.
Ugh, that's tasteless.
No, ma'am, that's tasteless adjacent.
Welcome everybody to episode, I believe it's 7. I don't fucking know. Tasteless adjacent. I'm Jay Chowder. We got Bone.
Hey.
Hey. We got Slopdog.
Hello.
Hey. I mean, like I would say when I was talking, like, you're going to wrap this shit up. You're stopping, like, your phone's going to cut off in an hour. Have you looked into this?
I don't know what it is. It just stops. It's
like, you know, like on a computer, it's got like a fucking like sleep timer, and you don't hit it for like 2 minutes. It's like, all right, screensaver comes on. Like, have you checked your phone for this?
No, I haven't. I don't talk to anybody else for this long.
No one does. Your phone, this is how we're saving your phone. Like, your phone has just been left on, and
It shuts off. That's it.
What happens if like, you get stuck somewhere and like get attacked and your phone is on and you drop it somewhere? Your phone will just cut off in an hour. Be like, fuck this. That's just there.
Dateline it is.
No need to look any further. If you haven't found her now, she is gone. She's hanging from a tree and she is done for.
I had no idea. I had no idea that Dateline was still on.
You didn't know? I still watch Dateline.
I didn't know Dateline was still. I know. I feel like it's your biggest fear in the world is to be on Dateline.
I was like, Dateline's coming.
Because like I still watch it. I'm an old lady. I watch it and then I'm like, oh my god! But like, and it's always like something like they were waiting in the woods. It's always like these like Jesus.
I'm like glued to the world of fear.
I am.
You're like an old grandma or mom would be like, "Hey, careful!" Oh my god, dude! I was fucking Bones. I think at his in-laws. How's that going, Ken?
Good.
All right.
So it's good. It's a good time here.
Yep, that's about it. All right. And listen, I was out today. I was doing some laundry, and I love fucking with my wife because like she just doesn't get sometimes she doesn't get it, and like we're walking past this big fucking wooden Indian, Native American Indian, and I just walk by it and I go. She's like, fucking stop that. And then I look at her and I go, oh, look, he's wearing Uggs. And she's like, those are fucking moccasins. People hear me, they're looking at me like I'm crazy. And she's embarrassed, she was racist, you know? And I'm just like, oh my God. And I was like, all right. And then I was like, oh, let me say bye to my Indian friend. And again, I go, he was not happy. And then, I was like, I don't know, sometimes, I'm in a good mood or I'm a bad mood. I'm either, fucking I'm the best in the world or, I'm 2 minutes away from taking a chain and hanging myself. I fucking flight by night. And it has to be a chain because the fucking rope ain't holding me. And then I'll just be embarrassed and I'll be like, oh, Jesus Christ, I can't even kill myself. And, anyway, so we're going and, I was in a full spirits, you know. Nate hates it when I'm in full spirits. And, there's no woman there. And I wouldn't do it because I don't want someone to be offended because, I never want to go out of my way to make – I like to just joke around and fuck around, have fun in life, do what, you know, but I never want to make someone feel bad. I never want to, pick on someone. I never want someone to go, oh, my God, they're picking on me or whatever. I feel bad. So I never want to do that, right? So I didn't do this, but I just said, Nate, what about this old lady there? I go, what do I, not – because there was, something about drinking whiskey country song they was listening to. I was like, I should fucking bag out her window. Go, listen, hey, has anybody ever fucking drink your fucking pussy juices like whiskey? And she's like, what? And she's like, why would you even say that? And I was like, I don't know, it came to my mind.
Asking her if she had any gray poop on.
Right. She's like, what's going on with this young man? He must be in trouble. And I'm just like, I were drinking pussy juices like whiskey. She's like, oh my, never again when I rolled down the window.
Who
I remember me and Chowder's friend. Her mom was at work making coffee one day, and this is the first time he ever met her. And he's just like, walks up to her, he's got the tri-hot going and stuff, and he's just like, "Hey, you're Lisa's mom, right?" And she's like, "Yep. Hi, you're Jesse." And he's just like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, let me ask you a question, Nancy. If you if you took one of those packets of instant coffee, and you dumped it into a girl's vagina, you think it would make coffee, with the juices?"
No, for real? That's what you did?
That's what he did the first time he met her mom.
No.
I got to know right away. Are you in or out? You know what I mean? And we talk like we got to be on a good page, you and me. This shit's gonna go off the rails. And if not, if you're a pussy, you got to get the fuck going. We ain't gonna have this,
What? Well, okay, so what did she say? Was she just shocked, or was she like,
Said, "Let me show you." Said, "You
What's
want
that?
to see?" And I said, "Yes." And it took me a week to get the fucking coffee grinds out my pecker hole. We're in that old puss. I'll caked in my pubic hair and such. Whatever. And I'm riding high today, dude. I don't know what
a little cream for your coffee, ma'am.
Heavy cream? Anyway, you gotta live life, And yeah, because I was watching this podcast, and I think it was like a Dan Soder was interviewing Mark Norman, and I 1,000,000% agree with this, 1,000,000%. Like, and I thought about us talking, because he was talking about how, like, when they were talking about when they became comedians, they were like, I can talk to someone about stuff, and they get it. Like, they won't think I'm weird. Like they were like, would a child molester who fucks girls make fun of one who fucks boys? You know what I mean? And they're like, can you tell if the boy's asshole's age? That's 6 years old, And he's like, with a comedian, we'll laugh and we'll yes and it. But if I'm talking to regular people in the world, they're like, he's a fucking child molester. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I talk about that all the time. Like, I had episode 2 half of it was about rape, I think. And after I thought we lost Slopdog, I didn't tell him the story, but I was like, "You good, Slopdog?" And like, for some reason, like, you didn't answer us right away. And I was like, "Oh fuck, we lost Slopdog. She ain't doing the podcast no more." And
it was just a moment. Like, oh, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of process right there.
There's a lot about people you already know.
Well, the holidays passed. They were awesome. What it made me think of was, remember when the Classy family, our aunt and uncle, would come down from like Virginia or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
We'd always wait for it, and he'd be like, "I don't want to see these fucking garbage people." And I it's like, "No, we're going, And so they would come down every year, and then I thought like I said this, and I think, I don't know, one of our maybe our aunts, maybe my mom, I don't know. I think people were a little offended by this. I was laughing because of what garbage people we are, and I go, "Oh my God!" I bet you when Aunt Sandy dies, he probably thought he was rid of us all. I was like, "Why would you say that?" He told Aunt Sandy he would look after us all, or he was there, he would stay in contact with us or something like that. And I'm like, oh my God, if I was him, I'd be like, we're done here, right?
He'd be running, just running.
Yeah. Nothing bad. I don't know. Like, we're crazy, I mean, we're not what they grew up with.
But, like, definitely a different way of life. Like, you know, and, like, super nice people, like, they're always nice, like, never, but, like, yeah, they were totally different, like, we're at the bottom, and they were, like, at least in the middle.
I mean, I'm proud of my garbage people ways. I wear it on my sleeve. I'll tell everybody.
Yes, we know. We know.
They hate it. They like, stop telling people we're garbage. Or you're from garbage. Your family's not going to be happy about that. I'm like, they fucking know. And
but like they knew too that they had to come see us. There was no way in hell like any one of them could ever have like gone to see them.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You know, like that was not never going to happen.
We're just
And they
going
were
to hitch
probably
up the wagon. We'll be there in 38 hours. Got to get the oxen to pull us.
Can you imagine? They'd be like, "Oh my God, please no."
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We couldn't afford oxen.
We show up like Uncle Eddie. And,
oh my God, shit is full.
The rubber sheets of the gerbil. And like we would like, and he would be like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay for their hotels. I guess I'm gonna have to pay for their car when it breaks down halfway to get here. And get a coat here." He was like, "That's such a bill. Let's just drive there." And like any time, like it could be a blizzard, and it'd be like, and then like it'd be like, "Oh, Jim, what'd you say? It's getting snowy." And he'd be like, "Nope, gotta go." And he just grabbed whatever he could in his arms, and he could barely carry everything. "Why'd you take 2 trips?" "Nope, I'm fine." And just out in a blizzard, carrying stuff to the car, throwing it in, kicking it in, just to get the fuck away from us menace. And I remember this story.
Yeah. Is that when you? What?
What?
Sorry, I was gonna say, do you remember when Uncle Jim caught you eating your shit?
I was gonna say. Because there was one pudding cup left in the fridge, and I was like, "Graham, can I have this?" And she's like, "No, everybody's gonna be here. There's not enough for everybody. Leave it alone. Don't do it." And I'm a greedy fuck, so I'm like, "I want that pudding cup." So I took the pudding cup and I went in the bathroom and ate it. And then like everybody started showing up, and I came out of the bathroom licking the pudding cup like a spoon. I think I had chocolate on my mouth, and I met eyes with Uncle Jim, and he was like, "Oh my God!" Like his face said, like his face was, and I'm like, "Oh my God!" I bet you thought I was in there eating my own shit.
or he was just horrified that you were eating while you were shitting.
This fucking fat genius. What the fuck? But I remember that this is gonna sound weird. It's no matter how I explain this, it's not gonna come out right. I tried to explain to Janae, and she's like, "Nope." And I'm like, "No, but that's not what I mean, huh?" Oh, what?
What?
I don't know. And,
are you talking about us?
I thought you said something. Yeah, so we have those people from Virginia. They're very classy. And I remember thinking, "Oh my God, I wonder, like the oldest girl, she's very prim and proper. I mean, she's got kids now and stuff." I remember thinking, "Oh my God, I bet you, I mean, does she fuck? Is she going to fuck? I wonder about her fucking," because they were just so prim and proper. So I wrote the Moist Chicken song, "Girl from Virginia," about her, but I don't want to fuck her. Does that make sense? I told her Janae, and she's like, "It sounds like you want to fuck your cousin." I was like, "That's not true at all." And I go, and anybody I've ever explained that story to, they say, "Oh, it sounds like you want to fuck your cousin." I'm like, "I don't want to fuck her. I don't want to fuck her. I'm just curious because she was so prim and proper. Is she gonna fuck? You know what I mean?" And so I wrote. So anybody who's listening, if you check out on the P When I Poo Club, there's a song, "Moist Chicken, Girl from Virginia." That's the song we're talking about right here, P1IPoo.club. Go check it out. And but
Dark Club.
That's the song. Yeah, plug it away, baby. And it's only got like 8 views. Fucking rack them up to 9, baby. And so that's what that song's about. And I wrote that song about the bunch of in-laws that were coming down every week. And but yeah. So I don't know. Just you ever wonder that? I don't know.
Nope.
I did not wonder that. I don't.
Your brain works different. We've established this.
Yeah, you're the one who picks his dirty underwear up over his head and doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah. Just rips your underwear and puts them over your head. Sort of pulling them off like a normal human being.
Oh my God. I gotta get the razor and a dog dick in the news. Not in the news, baby, but like it's me. It's me. Fucking me. Oh my God, I've been waiting to tell this story. Listen to this. Whew. So we go on a date night, Nay and myself, and then and I don't like to get too personal about my wife, so I really don't want to talk about. And I would never talk details because I love my wife and stuff. Anything like with wife or spouse, I would never go and talk about sex too much, but. I'll talk briefly about it, but nothing crazy.
But I'm gonna.
No, but it's not details or anything like that. So I normally don't, discuss it, but this is like a good story. So we're gonna go, and we're like, let's go to the truck stop. We'll get a shower. We'll shower, we'll get a little dirt, and we'll shower. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying here? I'm like, yeah, so we're gonna, and like, we haven't fucked in, 145 days, and it's been almost 5 years since we fucked, and so like, we're in this RV, you can't do anything in here, so we're like, oh my goodness, and I'm like fucking almost busting into my pants as I'm just thinking about driving there. So we're fucking going, we're gonna do this thing, and we get there, you gotta wait for the showers. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta use the bathroom. She's like, all right. So I go and I have to shit. And I'm like, oh, my God, I don't want to ruin it. I'm like, but I got to shit really bad. I can't shit while she's in there showering. That's going to ruin the mood. So I showered, right? So I'm like, fuck. So I ran to the bathroom, took a shit, and wiped. And I'm wiping quick. I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here. So I know I'm shitting. I got to get there before the shower gets called. So I wipe my ass quick. Shit. I wipe. Flush, wash my hands really good. We're out of there. We do it. I get back, still sitting down, waiting for the thing to be called. A few minutes later, it's called. I'm like, I fucking made it, yes! So we get in the fucking bathroom. We're like pushing her in there. It's like a fucking, like, it's almost like she doesn't know me and it's like I'm just some random trucker kidnapping somebody. Like, we gotta fuck. So like, we're like going in there and it's fucking awesome. We're getting there, doors locked, things are going good. I will never have mirrors like on the ceiling and stuff, not because my body's just so horribly out of shape. I hate it, but I don't want anything playing against me. Because when we're fucking doing this, we're getting ready to do it, and Nay looks back, she goes, oh my God. She's like, look in the fucking mirror. Look at yourself. Just a big hit mark streak from my ass wipe up to my bottom of my back. Like I was trying to oh my God. I was trying to wipe so hard, but I didn't wipe properly. I just spit up my ass like peanut butter, like touch it, like you see it coming out of the crack of my ass on my cheek, and she can't stop laughing. She's been calling me shitty for a week, and and I'm like, oh my God, I ruined sex with my wife. Like, there's no way I'm gonna fuck her ever again in my life. Like, she can't. So the mood was ruined. So get the razor.
So I'm guessing you didn't do it.
No. Fucking mood ruined, I think, for the rest of my marriage. Like, I think
we did solve why you have shitty underwear. You do not wipe. You seem to wipe and smear it up your back like a child.
He couldn't stop laughing. Like, there's no fucking way. And I was like, oh my God. I tried to like get in the shower and like wash off a little bit. Kind of peek my head around the corner, make hello, and she's like, not a fucking chance.
Oh my God.
So I love my wife. I don't want her to die, but I'm gonna be like kind of happy if she dies first. I'll be sad she's dead, but I'm like, I can fuck again because that's when I get to fuck again. You know what I mean?
Maybe you'll win out and she'll get Alzheimer's and won't
remember. Yeah.
She won't remember that, so she'll be like, oh, like, woo, he'll be a new guy.
That's the one thing she remembers over and over.
Hey, Skinny. What was she calling me? Skinny? Shitty?
Call me Shitty.
Oh. Good.
I get the razor, me. Dog dick in the news all in one. I'm like, wow, I really fucking ruined that. So like, I'm fucking. Good God. And I happen, I'm like, I gotta tell this on the pod.
Oh, you know what might help you? Like, maybe it'll save your marriage. I don't know, but like
a bidet.
A bidet. Those dude wipes. Have you ever heard of those?
We have them at the house, but I was in a public bathroom. Like I should.
Well, no. You can buy them individually wrapped, like they're little, like they're like the size of like a condom, like that big, and you keep them in your pocket. And then like if you use the bathroom at like a, you know, like a truck stop, you can use them, and they're flushable, so it's like you can do your own thing.
But just think of it. He figured out how to ruin sex at a locked bathroom at a truck stop. Somebody loved you so much that they were going to have sex with you, and you weren't paying them. At a locked bathroom truck stop, and you somehow ruined it. Because you don't know how to wipe your ass.
I think I could have been single, hired a prostitute, same situation. I ain't fucking. She's keeping the money, and she's like, "You nasty fuck." And she's like, "I don't
think you would have had it. She would have charged you more, I think.
She would have charged me for sure. Yeah. And you know, she's like, "Motherfucker, that's an upcharge."
Oh my god.
But a side note, though, did you ever like picture people randomly, like people you know in your life? I always wonder how people look naked, and like when they die, I always kind of want to. Did we talk about this before? Maybe I don't know. But I always think that like when someone dies, I always kind of want to like maybe lift up their blouse or something, take a little peek at them, and be like, "Hey, look at that! Oh, okay, that's what they're working with." I told that my mother-in-law because I'm not allowed around her casket, and. To me or peeking. I'm like, I'm not gonna molest you. I go, I'm just curious what people are looking about. I go, feel free. I go, when I die, I'm not even gonna wear pants. Please look down. I'm gonna hold a thing of beef jerky. You can come say a thing, grab a stick of beef jerky, check out my dick and balls if you want, and say hello, and then beat your feet. You know? No.
No.
I just like I don't know. You ever saw that like, someone's in the casket, you're sad, you're just like peek down their pants real quick and just see what they have, you know?
No, every time I've been at a funeral and I've seen somebody in the casket, I've been sad.
They're like, oh my god, yeah, not like, oh, I wonder what they will look like naked.
No. I think you guys are hearing me wrong.
I'm not sure we are.
No, like I'm not gonna touch. I'm not gonna like try and suck someone off. I just am curious. Like I'm sad. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sad, you know. And but I'm also like I wonder what they look like naked. You know?
Are you gonna check to see if they have a poopy butt crack?
Right. How's their ass crack? What do they have?
Pretty good. This one's a pretty good wiper.
Yeah, pretty good. So dick and balls. Nipples kind of weird, but what are you gonna do? You know, something like that. I mean, like, I don't know. It's like it's weird, but it's just something that pops in my head. Like I always just wonder what I want to do with this naked. I want to do with this naked, and then I'm like, I don't know. They're dead, you know. Just
you're never gonna get hired as a mortician. Like never. Like oh my god.
Other guys, guess what my side gig is? I got a mortician gig.
Oh my god.
And Aunt Tilly just passed away. I'm gonna be peeking at her titties.
Oh, you're gonna be that guy from what was that? Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah.
He's like choo choo or choo choo, like you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's you.
Oh man. I don't know. I grew up on HBO, maybe. I don't know. I remember like seeing titties and stuff on TV when I was a kid. I remember like pausing it, like kissing and licking the screen. Do you guys ever do that?
No.
Oh boy. I remember our neighbor. He's in it too. I remember with like the girl. We fast forward. We watched the girl dance naked on the gravestone, like in Return of the Living Dead. Like, ooh, look at that ass go. We fast forward, so she dance naked fast and stuff. I don't know.
Did you guys like?
Did you guys do that?
Kissing the screen and stuff.
Like, did you help each other jack off? Like, was that a thing? I don't know.
No. And like when we kissed the screen, if there was a wet mark there from the other person kissing it, he'd wipe it off because we ain't kissing each other. We'd wipe it off and then he'd kiss the screen himself. Okay.
Yikes.
Wow.
You guys have good holiday, good Christmas?
It was pretty good, yeah.
Oh my God.
I put together. I bought my son a bunch of animatronics, so I put all those together.
That's horrifying, kid.
I know I sent you guys some pictures of the clowns.
Oh my God, I won't be able to sleep.
Awesome. Yes, I agree with Chowder. Awesome yet terrifying.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an awesome haunted house next year.
All right.
Yeah.
Prepare
you guys
yourself, Slopdog.
I know. I'll be like, ah! But like, will you guys put all those in the garage, or will you like keep them in your house? Like,
well, you're not supposed to keep them in the cold, so we're kind of like not sure what to do at the moment. They're kind of just filling different rooms.
Ooh. Like you just open a door and it's there.
So Jesse goes, "Hey, I'll stay in the guest room." He opens the door and staring at him.
Look, I'll fucking stay in the car. Yeah, oh my God. Horrifying.
We had a good holiday. You know, we had to see family, and then we came and saw we drove out to see the in-laws. And we're leaving New Year's Day.
Oh, New Year's Day you're leaving?
Yeah. Well, we didn't want to go through New York New Year's Eve, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We figure on New Year's Day, a lot of people will have the day off. There won't be much traffic. People will be hungover at home.
Yeah. And you just spend your in-laws, you know, maybe taking some Chinese or something. I don't know, and just chill with them, you know. I don't know.
I think they're making homemade pizza.
Oh, is her brothers there as well, or no?
One of her brothers. The other brother went home already.
They all came down for like a Christmas, like an after Christmas kind of a thing?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That's super cool. Yeah. Nice.
Do you get along with all of them? Or you can't say on the podcast?
No, I don't. I get along well with everyone.
I mean, if they listen to the podcast anyway, you're already lost face with them. So, I mean, you can say
I just said I made it kind of sound like work. I'm just like, oh, I have to jump on a call. I'll be back in about an hour.
Did your wife give you eyes?
No, she doesn't.
Not in a bad way, but was she like, oh boy, keep it down?
Him and his book club.
I sent that picture I sent earlier. I sent a million pictures, but one of when you hear your own voice on recording and it's the guy's vomiting. Do you guys feel like that? Because I do. Every time I re-listen to one of our podcasts, I'm just like, I'm like, Jesse and Slopdog sound awesome. They sound exactly how they're supposed to. I sound like I don't fucking know. Like I fucking sound like some kind of mutant or something. Like
everybody feels that way.
But yeah, I feel that way about my own voice. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, and I think you guys sound great. And I'm like, oh my God, listen to me. Like, that's horrible.
I kind of sound like an asshole.
What do you say?
I kind of sound like an asshole.
What do you mean, your tone or just your talk?
Just my tone, my voice seems a little like, I don't know. It's deeper than yours. It's a little nasally. It's just kind of like, oh, hey, what's going on?
Someone once told me my voice sounded like I kind of had a Ray Romano sound in my voice because I sound stuffy and I mumble. Like
Ray Romano on cocaine.
Well, they said I sound stuffy like Ray Romano, and I was kind of like, what? And then later on I heard my voice, and I was like, oh, I was a little offended until I heard my voice back, and I was like, all right, they got a point. And but like, no, I'm the opposite. I think you guys sound good, but my voice, I sound like Tim Armstrong, right? A little bit. Like I'm a fucking mumbling. Like I like Tim Armstrong though, but I just sound like I'm mumbles. I can't even understand myself half the fucking time. I'm like, how do I get through the world? I'm 42. I'm fucking. How does anybody ever know what I'm saying? Like mumbles from much love cut. Like it's ridiculous.
I feel like every time, like today, we were at we went to eat at a place called Noodles and Company, which I will explain in a minute. It's fucking phenomenal, by the way. And the woman asked me what my name was for my order, and I said Tony. And she was just like, Tori? And then she just kept saying other names, and I'm like, no, Tony. And she's like, oh. I'm like, sorry, I mumble. There's no one else to say, because every time I say my name, nobody hears what I say. Like, I say Tony. Like, I don't know how other way to say it. And everybody just doesn't know they don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Bitch.
But have either of you ever eaten at Noodles and Company?
No.
It's like it's a chain restaurant where your main dish is a pasta and your side dish is a pasta.
Oh.
Like I got Parmesan encrusted chicken parm with a side dish of Wisconsin sharp macaroni and cheese.
Oh. Good. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. It was really good. Yeah, it was really good. It's considered like a pasta fast food place. They have like all Italian dishes, but they also have like Asian dishes. They have buttered noodles. They have macaroni and cheeses, all different kinds.
Oh man,
nice! That sounds awesome. I would totally eat there.
Yeah, my wife got like some spicy Asian beef spice fucking noodle thing, and I got chicken parm and mac and cheese. It was great.
Oh my god, this sounds delicious, kid. Like I fucking would eat it regularly like a monster. And then fucking have it be a little nighttime, take it home, have a little J with it. Woo-wee! I fucking eat great.
You've become the guy from Half Baked. When you're just like, did you ever try this though? When you're high? On weed.
On weed. And Nate was like, that's so fucking true. Because she's like, you going to eat? And I'm like, nah, I'm going to smoke a little first, and I'm going to eat. And she's like, what? And I was like, I don't know, man. Makes it better. But again, I won't smoke like during the day. Like it's got to be a night chill.
Before you left, when you actually lived here and stuff, I remember back in the day, I tried to get you to smoke, and you're like, "That's garbage. That's garbage."
Yeah.
You thought, because you smoked at my house once, and then you thought you were high for 3 months. You had to call your doctor.
You're a fucking moron.
Your doctor was like, get the razor.
He's back. Get the razor.
And then he comes back after like a year on the road in this poncho, just hanging out in my garage all the time.
And his woman's shoes.
I got better ones.
He's outside in the backyard, a J in one hand, his dick in the other, just pissing, making brown spots near the door.
Did he try to blame your dog?
I was going to say that. I was drinking water. Blame the fucking dog. I should have taken off the counter, motherfucker. Blame the dog. Yeah. But no, because you just, right? That's anybody who wasn't listening. You just texted what? Like your fucking dog ate your dinner, right? You took your dog who you brought with you to your in-laws' house, took the food off the counter and ate it, right?
Yes. Like my mother-in-law had put out these like chicken breasts on the counter, and she was going to stuff them with stuffing and wrap them up and bake it. And she had went downstairs to do something quick, and the dog. We look over and Bandit had just ripped the freaking chicken off the counter and was just like on the ground, like.
Oh,
that's embarrassing.
I'm just like, I'm sorry, my dog's a jerk.
What'd you say? They cool or about it or no?
She was fine. She's had dogs always, so. But yeah, that's what dogs do.
Takes out taser and just zaps him real quick. That's all you gotta do. You're middle eye, you're just like, holy fuck, she's a savage. But side note, kid, I wouldn't worry about it. I think your voice sounds fine. Something I think your voice sounds fine. I think everybody, like, you hear a lot of people who record or do anything go, I don't listen to my own stuff because I don't think I act right. I don't think I sound right. So it's just, I think it's a natural thing. You see more in yourself than, like, other people see because you're too picky about it. You're fucking fine, kid. I just be you and just don't worry about it.
Thanks for the pep talk, kid. Not gonna kill. Today's not the day to kill myself.
You're welcome. Send the mush mouth. I remember I said to you, I was like, I feel like I'm fucking mumbly, and you're like, you're a bit, and you wrote me back, you're a bit Tim Armstrongy. was like, I'll take it. I love Ransom. I fucking love Ransom.
Oh,
He fumbles like a cut, but he's a fucking love his lyrics. He acted awesome in this one episode of fucking Twilight Zone I seen. I was like, I want to see him act more. He's fucking great in this side band. Fucking, I'll take it all day, man. I'll take Tim Armstrong. And
You'll take on Tim Armstrong? What? Take it all day.
Get fucked by him. How dare you?
Not with that shitty ass.
You're gonna be at the truck stop with that waving it. Ooh, Kayla, come with this. Oh no.
I don't know about you guys, but this last month has just been super stressful for me,
Yes.
and I needed this vacation just to kind of unwind a little bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I don't know. Like I was trying to talk to Jill like a little before Christmas, and you know when you're so tired and you have this conversation or this funny thing you want to say, but like you get out 2 words. That's it. You just sound like a fucking idiot. Like I was going to talk about how our dog, I love our dog. The dog loves me, but I'm like its 3rd favorite person. My wife is number 1. My son's 2. I'm number 3. If either of them leave, the dog's at the window. If I leave, I'll say goodbye, but it's okay. So I was going to talk about that, and I just walked out of the bedroom, and I looked at my wife and go, dog like me. And then everything else just went blank. My wife's like, "Did you have a stroke?" Dog like me.
Dog like me. Yes, all the time. That's great. That's the best.
It's not like we were previously talking about anything. Like I was just going to talk start that whole conversation. Just told you, but I just walked out of the room, looked at her, and goes, "Dog like me."
It's true though. Like as you get older, though, like I feel like my brain isn't as fast, or I can't think of words, like normal words. Like stupid shit, like car or boat, like just like why can't I think of that word? What happened to my brain?
It took a fucking what? Car! God damn it! Yeah. No, yeah.
Like we went out to eat not that long ago. The same idea, and Zoe, my daughter, always gets a grilled cheese like every time. So I go to tell them that she's gonna have a grilled cheese, but I can't think of the fucking word grilled cheese, and I'm like, and then I'm like, oh my fucking, all that would come in my head was buttered pancake, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no. And I look at my husband, and he's like, grilled cheese, and I'm like, grilled cheese, and I'm like, I'm supposed to look at you. Oh my god.
You're like buttered pancake, but not buttered pancake? You're like, what?
Anyway.
No, I'm really fun. And you're just like, and they're like, excuse me? And you're like, and I look at your husband's like, grilled cheese? And you're like, exactly. I can't fucking buy it.
What the fuck? Why does that happen to you? I don't know. Like, I
don't know.
I have a big thing where I'll be talking, and in my head I'll tell already part of the story, and I always start like halfway to the end of my story, and Nate's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, what? He's like, you didn't give me any details. You just started talking to me about something. And I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, I already said that part in my head. She was like, what?
Yes.
I was like,
yes. Like, oh, you couldn't hear that part? The part that I was already like,
Yeah.
I do that to my husband too. I'll be like, oh, I'll just start talking, and he's like, what? What are you even talking about? And I'm like, the thing over the, and he's like, what? Oh my God. He's like, I couldn't hear the other part, I'm like, oh my God.
I'm like, yeah. So like when it jumps up here, it gets everything all crazy, right? She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, Oh, the dogs. Like when the dogs get rowdy and they get jumpy and then they're fighting and then they jump up here. It gets all crazy, right? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you started at the end or halfway through. She's like, go kill yourself. And,
oh my God. Oh.
The best. I love it.
I watched Wayne's World, the first one, which I haven't watched like the whole way through in like I don't even know how many years, like a really long time. But the guy, you remember the guy from Overboard, the fat guy from Overboard that's his best friend?
Yes.
He's in it. Like I never put that together. I've seen that movie a million times.
Oh, he
like,
totally is. That's
yeah,
right.
he's like the guy that got laid off, and he's like, oh, why don't you take it out his heart and show him how black it is before he dies or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, that's that guy. Anyway.
He's the one who says like it's his panties, right? It's like his panties in the top.
Yes, that guy. Yes.
And then we also figured out, right? Isn't that the same guy who was the Super in Friends?
I'm pretty sure. Yes, I meant to check that to like see if it's the same guy, but I forgot about it. So but I am pretty sure that is the same guy.
I don't think I've watched enough Friends to know that.
Oh, we have. Don't worry.
Oh, I know you guys have.
We've watched a good amount, and
we knew not to walk into the living room when Jesse was watching Friends.
He was kissing the screen.
Dude, like I'll like listen to stuff that's like crazy hard, like loud music, and they will be like, "You gotta shut that off. It's giving me fucking anxiety." Or like I'll be like in a real toot sweet mood, and I'll put on boy bands, some NSYNC, some Backstreet Boys, some Nick Lachey. I'll just be fucking singing it up like a real fucking toot sweet asshole. And they're like, "What the fuck am I seeing right now?" And I'm just like, "You got something to tell me?" Like,
are you singing Mbop and like dancing around?
Like you Mbop and jacking off? Like, what is happening?
Oh my God. Remember when remember when there was a friend of ours in high school? And okay, so Mbop just came out, and that was a big song on the radio, and on MTV and the video and stuff. And he comes in and he's just like, "Oh guys," came to me and my other friend, and he's just like, "Guys, did you see that new band Hanson? Oh my God, they're so fucking hot. I just jacked off to the little one last night."
Oh
like,
my God.
He's like, well, dude, and he's like, no, he's like, those are hot girls. I'm like, no. Like, those are little boys.
They're boys. Young boys. That's happening.
And he's just like, what? Oh my God. And he just runs down the hall because we were in high school. And, and my other friend's in computer class, and he runs into the classroom and grabs him. Let's just call him Rob, for instance. And he goes, Rob, our hands are girls or boys, our hands are girls or boys. And he goes, boys. And he's like, oh my God. And he just runs up. And the teacher's like yelling at him, going, what are you doing?
Oh my God, that's his get the razor moment.
That's time I jerked off to young boys.
Wow. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's worse than Chowder wanting to look at people naked like when they die. I don't know.
That might be worse.
I think it might be. So you're not doing that bad.
Okay, so I got a serious question because I'd love to hear what you guys think. So I was shopping earlier and I was looking for shoes, and I have a problem. Like, I only buy like either brown or blue shoes, it seems. Sometimes they're shiny, sometimes they're not shiny. But all my shoes look exactly the fucking. It's the only kind of shoe I like. I don't know why. I try and I'm specifically going to go out and I'm like, I'm going to buy a different kind of shoe that looks different. And then I look at everything else and I'm like, I kind of like the blue one. Look at my feet next time you guys see me. It's either a blue or a brown shoe all the time.
Brown shoe.
Well, you know what? Maybe it like broke when we were kids because you had like white sneakers like all like growing up. So like maybe that's why. Like
the same pair of Spaldings every year.
McGregor's.
McGregor's Spalding.
I remember the McGregor shoelaces were so long on those McGregor shoes that all the poor kids had. and they're like, "What's up with those shoelaces?" And you said, and you were maybe laughing so hard. You're like, "That's because all the poor kids are sick of getting these McGregors. The laces are so long, so they can hang themselves with the laces." So what was your? We couldn't even afford like fucking Spalding pumps. Like we couldn't even afford cheap pump shoes.
I remember getting legitimately the exact same pair of shoes, the same McGregors, 2 years in a row. The exact same things, just new. It looked like I just put them in bleach. So my question is, how much are you guys willing to spend on a pair of shoes you like?
For like myself, that's
like if you saw a really nice pair of shoes and you're just like, I really like them, I'm gonna wear them.
$100-ish, the most. But I want to spend
how much?
less. At the most, I'd spend like $100, but I wouldn't spend more than that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like probably around like between 80 and 100.
Yeah,
but that's the most. But I'd have to like really be like I know this sounds sad, but like I'd have to want to like need those shoes for like a lot, like every day. Not like I'm just gonna wear them like a couple of times for something. I don't know.
Right, it's like $60 or lower is like the ideal price range.
Yes. I'd rather if I can. But if I like absolutely love them and I was like, oh, I really really like these.
Right.
But I know I'm gonna wear them, like wear them, then okay, then I'll like make the sacrifice. But yeah, not over 100. Like 100 is like the max for myself.
I'd say $100 would be like the max-ish. But yeah, you gotta really want them. What do you want, kid?
No, I was I always struggle with this because I want to find the cheapest pair, but I really want nice pairs of shoes. So I'm just like, I'm looking at shoes, and I'm looking at brown and blue shoes the other day at Nordstrom Rack. They were all between like $50 to $75. But I'm just like, I legitimately took a picture to send to Jill. My shoe I was wearing was on my left foot, and the shoe I was wearing on my right foot was the new one. They fucking are almost identical, except just wasn't shiny. It was $70. I'm just like. So then there was a nice pair of brown ones for $75.
Is there anything wrong with the old ones?
What?
Anything wrong with the old ones?
No, I just felt like having a second option because my blue pair of shoes are like leather, so they're like.
Same shoes.
Although the one I have are leather, they're shiny leather, and these ones were not shiny leather.
Almost the same.
So I think the other one's more pleathery. I don't know what they are.
Did you buy them? Don't think about it.
No, I did not buy them. I put them off. I was like, we're going to the outlets tomorrow. So
yeah, I always just think you're probably finding a good sale. Like I bought these. I stopped wearing like regular shoes. Like now I'm only wearing slip-on like sandals and shit. And then I'm like, I can't go back to real shoes. And so I'm just wearing, but then like out here in like Arizona and stuff, you step on cactuses. So I was wearing these nice pair of like just like foam flip-flops for the longest time. I kept stepping on cactuses. I kept getting my foot. So like, I need like a foot. So I bought a pair of Doc Martens sandals. They are a fucking choice. Well, first I bought the Doc Martens that were lady shoes, I think. And
I was going to say, were they in the ladies' compartment?
Yes, the lady shoes.
My ankles were pouring out in the tight shoes. And then I got the actual sandals that came, and I'm like, oh, these are the men's ones. And then so now I wear those, and now those are like the men's ones are like $100. So I think I would buy those again when these start to wear down, because I like slip-ons, and anything I step on is like a real shoe. So I think I'd buy these again. But yeah, I feel the same way. Like I really gotta want them. The only reason I spent this much is I had a coupon also for 50%. It was actually below $100. But
like I have like a harder time like myself but like from like my kids or like if anybody else like in the family needs like new shoes, I'm like I can buy those. Like they'll be like a little more pricey. But like for me, I'm like, oh, which ones are on the discount rack?
Right.
Damn it.
I would like to get some cheaper ones too. I don't like spending what I spent on these, but yeah. 60 to below is like ideal, like to get them. If you can get them cheaper than that, like if you like look, there's like a fucking clearance rack, and like usually like a nice pair of brown ones would be shining on that rack. I'm like, I'm gonna buy those, like because those look good, they feel good, they fit good, and they're only like $30 or $29.95 or something like that. And you're like, fucking sold, and you're like, fucking multiple pairs. I'll never buy shoes again. Kid, find a great deal like that, like $29.99 or lower, and just buy 4 pairs and then just wear them until they rot out. Get the same shirt, because you bought a bunch of the same shorts from Walmart, right, with the different colors.
Yeah.
Me too. I did that too. And I'm like, I feel like Ernest. I'm like, hey, I feel like Ernest. I'm just buying the same shorts in different colors. And I'm like, they're so comfortable.
I have to admit, I do that too with shirts. Like, if I find a shirt that's really comfortable and I like it, and I can buy it in multiple colors, I do that too.
I can lighten this shit up. Yeah.
Like, damn it.
You know, I'm having a really hard time. I think so. I'm having a really hard time finding like a nice pair of corduroys.
Well, you know,
problem with that corduroys.
Well, they all started on fire. Now you can't get
I like how they feel, and like, you know, if I'm just sitting there and I'm like at a doctor's office or something, you know, and you just want to like feel some kind of texture with your hand and you're rubbing them down your leg a little bit. The corduroy texture is nice.
Are you wearing with no underwear?
Oh, but you know what? All the 90s stuff is coming back, so they'll probably come back. Like, have you been to Target? They have like all the, like, speaking of shoes, like all the old like shoes that like girls wore in the 90s. Those like, I don't even know what to call them. Like, they had the big thick soles, and you know, they were black, and we all had them. And I'm like, oh my God, why the fuck would these come back? They were so terrible.
Dude, the 90s. I want the BK fucking rods, dude. Like, I never had them as a kid. I want them so bad. BK rods, fucking the best. Like, all colorful on the side. Like, they has a pair of shoes, and we call them our 90s. They just like look like they were in the intro to Saved by the Bell or something. Like, they are fucking. And like the 90s were like, I don't know if it's because we come from there, but I love the fucking 90s, dude. Like, it was just no PC, off the wall. Kid, you said that Skittles commercial where the two people are fucking and he shoots Skittles on her chest. And in the summer, I was like, there's no fucking way that's real. I don't remember that. And
I remember that.
I remember. Get the fucking 90s, dude. The fucking 90s.
It says it was a band trailer. It was a band commercial. So I don't know.
Like, I want to say it like played a few times. Like, I don't remember it like over, but I remember it coming on and being like, well, that couldn't have been a real fucking commercial. And then like never seeing it again. So I think it was like one of those where they were like, no, take it off.
Just play in Europe.
It's a brilliant commercial though.
Yes.
Taste the rainbow.
I'd like it to be somewhere like when there's a girl, like someone laying on a bed, and like it's got all Cleveland stuff, and he's got like a Cleveland steamer on his chest, just a bunch of Skittles flops down on his chest.
Oh my God.
They're all brown M&Ms.
Oh, or it's one big brown Hershey Kiss. Boom.
1,000 brown M&Ms to fill a brandy glass. He wouldn't go on stage that night. That's weird one too, but still. Wage Room, does the original, I don't know how we got on Wage Room 1. Does it still hold up?
Yes. I mean, a few things I was like, oh my God, like I forgot about. Like, I can't remember. Like, of course, now, like, they were talking about it, I can't remember. But, like, a few things they said, I was like, wow, I don't. But yeah, that was like a thing. Like, people said stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's just weird. You know what I mean? Like, you don't realize that it's like even when they're making fun of commercials at the time, he's like, oh, I have a headache. He's like, try some of these. And he holds up like this little bottle and he's like, look, yellow, little yellow, different. And he puts it in his hands. And there was a commercial at the time. They were like little aspirins. And I don't even think they make those anymore.
I think it was Nuprin.
Something like that, yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, they don't even make those anymore. And Jason, it's probably because they have crack in them, but you know, whatever.
But things that don't stand, like, So in my mind, Saturday Night Live, especially in the 90s, was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my mind. And I was rethinking about Seinfeld, and I was just like, Seinfeld wasn't that funny. It was kind of dumb. My wife has been on a Seinfeld and Saturday Night Live kick lately. And Saturday Night, it's completely reversed. Saturday Night Live, about 95% of the skits are the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, how do these people even make money? And like 5% of them are hilarious, but 95% of it is just so stupid and so bad. Like, how do people make comedy?
Dude, like, I think you're Saturday
Sit there and
say that.
You say that. Sit there and watch Saturday Night Live. Just watch it. Watch full seasons, and they are so stupid. It is so bad. It is not even comedy. There's like 5%. There's 5% is hilarious. 95% is straight up garbage.
What do you think of Seinfeld?
What?
Seinfeld's funny, right?
No, Seinfeld. I've been rewatching Seinfeld. Seinfeld's hilarious. Why did I think Seinfeld wasn't hilarious? Oh my God, it's so funny.
I remember
not Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up. It's horrible. But
okay.
But the show itself is hilarious.
A little bit of, like, when it first came out, I was like, I don't know if that's for me. I started watching like a couple seasons in. I remember being like, Seinfeld's fucking great. And it's just funny. And I love the 90s. They always say your SNL is what you grew up watching. So mine's like the Farley, the Sandler, the Mike Myers kind of era. Dude, I watched some of those, and I was like, oh, my God. Like, they were talking about this, then the caning was happening. And he was just like, a white guy was the caner. And he was like, yeah, you know. And he goes, and then he said something like, oh, don't want to upset the, and he did a slant with his eyes and his finger. Like, you want to mess with the eyes, you know, the slant eyes or something like that. And I was like, oh, my God, they could never say that today. The guy just holds his eyes and makes a Chinese thing, you know. And I've watched them, kid, and I love them. I think they're hilarious. I love the 90s episodes of SNL.
I think there are some really funny Saturday Night Live skits, especially with Farley and Sandler. I agree. Sandler, like, almost all the ones that are funny have Farley in them. Yeah. But just some of them are just so fucking bad. I mean, bad. Like, I just keep looking at my wife, and I'm like, that's not funny at all. Like, why did I think this was funny?
Well, part of it, too, was like, oh, we got to stay up late, and you had to watch it, and, like, you know, I don't know, but, like, I think you're right, though. Like, the more I think about it, like, I think of, like, little clips. Like, I think of, like, some of the Wayne's Worlds, and then I think of, like just, like,
Farley
little bits.
I don't know. Dancer, you know?
Yes, oh, my God, that's a good one, too, yeah.
Does your wife
but,
like them?
The what?
Your wife like them, Bo?
I think we lost Slopdog.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I don't, because you're quiet quick. I was like, oh, we lost Slopdog.
Cut her off. Sorry, Slopdog.
Almost. It's 57-53. It's gonna shut itself off at 60. I don't know why.
Does your wife like them, kid?
She kind of has the same kind of mood as me. Like, she remembered it being funnier.
Better. Yeah, I remember.
Like, and some are really good, and some are really super funny, and just some aren't. Most aren't.
I remember too. Some of, like, when we were, like, younger kids too. Like, do you remember Toonsis the driving cat? Remember that? Like, I completely forgot about that. It was like a random thing, like, you know, when you just scroll on the internet and you're like into the, you know, the bowels of the internet there, and it's like just weird shit pops up, and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot this was even a thing. And it was like, I don't know, Steve Martin, I think, was on it. And he was like, hey, Toonsis, where are we going? And like, we're gonna go wherever. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, watch out! Oh, they go. I'm like, oh my God, I got all about this.
I found that some of the earlier stuff, the '80s stuff, made me laugh more. Like, there was just this one that my wife found it very stupid, and I found it very funny. It was like a burger shop where they only sold really burgers or fries and a Pepsi, and it was like Chevy Chase, frickin' Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, and John Belushi. And it was so dumb. It was like, I'll have some pancakes, and he's like, no, you want the burger. One Pepsi, one Pepsi. It was just so stupid, but I slapped. It was the delivery of how they delivered it. It was just very funny.
Oh my God.
I don't remember it, but all right.
Do you guys remember doing that thing with your eyes and your fingers? My mom's Japanese. My mom's Japanese. My dad's Japanese. And then you like move your fingers in the opposite way, and one finger be going down, one finger be going up, and you go, now look how I came out as. That's great.
That's the whole racist adjacent. We know that's wrong now. We just did it when we were kids.
I saw a funny thing. Like somebody was asking, "What do you think was a funnier or better movie, Animal House or Bachelor Party?"
Hold on 1 second. We just lost Slopdog. Hold on. Slopdog. Come on. Hold on.
Get your shit together. She is pissed.
I get the razor.
Get back, motherfucker!
Get your shit together, Slopdog.
What the fuck?
What were you saying, Chris? Right when something cut off, you're saying
No, I had seen this thing that was, what do you think was a better or funnier movie, Animal House or Bachelor Party?
Would you say this is a masturbation?
It is a masturbation. I like that.
So is it Animal House over
masturbation?
Ooh. And I'm going to sleep. What is it? It's
Somebody
Animal
make
House
me a sandwich.
Bachelor Party?
Bachelor Party or Animal House?
What's dirtier or just a better movie?
Just what's a funnier movie?
That's a tough one.
I have a tough one with that because I really like both of those movies. Like,
yeah,
Bachelor Party was one of those ones that's one of my favorite comedies of all time. But Animal House is just, I loved Animal House so much. You know, John Belushi was just brilliant in that movie.
I don't know. Yeah, and I haven't watched either one of those in like such a long time that like I don't feel like it would be like, you know what I mean? It's almost like not fair to pick one because it's like I can't tell you. Like I remember liking both of them, but not enough to be like which one was the best. You know?
Oh my! I love. I remember Aunt Diane was watching us, and that's the first time I ever seen titties because HBO was on.
Wait, what?
Aunt Diane showed me her titties, and she was watching. I guess not paying attention, but not like enough. HBO came on and Bachelor Party came on, and I remember watching it, and I was like, afterwards, I guess going titty or something, because there are titties and everything in that movie, and I was like, oh, this is a great movie. And that's where my life went off track. I don't know. And I remember the scene I love, and just thinking about it now kind of gets my dick moving a little bit, where one of those stuck-up bitches goes and then goes, don't worry, girls, I'll take care of these. There's like a shitload of Chinese horny businessmen who are there just to fuck prostitutes. And so they think that all the girls are prostitutes, they run out. And this one broad just takes on back. What's that noise?
Can anybody else hear that? Am I like, what is that?
Is that
what happened? What happened?
I don't know.
Is that
I couldn't. I couldn't hear anything. I thought I hung up.
I just heard
almost like a Chinese lady yelling in the background. Like
yeah, she didn't want me to say what I was gonna say about the Chinese men. And, what I was saying before I was interrupted by that Chinese bitch was get out of here, gook! No, I'm joking.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Hello. Listen, no, like in that part, like my dick moves still. Like when they think they're prostitutes, like the women, and then that one girl who's a kind of a stuck-up prude goes, "I'll take care of them, girls. Get out of here, save yourself." And then she shuts the door, and there's like a gaggle of just horny Chinese businessmen. And she goes, "Come on, boys!" And jumps on the bed, and they all just gag bang her. And I'm like, "Oh my god, it gets me hard a little."
Wow.
No, anybody else? No. All right. And moving on. So what's better, huh? Animal House or Bachelor Party?
I'm gonna say you really like Bachelor Party.
I gotta go with. I like Animal House a lot, but I think when I was in Oregon, I checked out where fucking Otis filmed. The band was playing. You gotta make me shout. Put my knees up and shout. I went to that fucking restaurant and where they filmed that, and it was fucking awesome.
Oh, nice.
And
Nice.
even though I went there, you're like, who gives a fuck? And even though I went there, I'd say I gotta go Bachelor Party.
As much as I love Animal House, I think I might have to go Bachelor Party as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, me too. Like from what I remember, I think Bachelor Party was a little better.
And that's nothing against Animal House because Animal House is brilliant.
Great.
I absolutely love it. But yeah, I think I'd have to go Bachelor Party.
Oh man, I'm all tired after that master debate. And I don't know.
So
all right, on that note,
master debate.
and yeah, on that note, we'll catch everyone. Everyone get some rest. Go and drive home safe. Slopdog, drive home safe.
Slopdog, go to bed safe.
I go to bed safe.
Have a happy New Year, and we'll talk again next week.
All right, sounds good. Bye, guys.
Hey.
Bye.
What are you, some kind of dog dick?